The melody of Agatha's locket. The small town of Eldridge Hollow had been quiet for decades, but everyone knew about the aged mansion on Crescent Hill and the ghostly legend that surrounded it. The mansion once belonged to a gifted pianist named Agatha Clementine. She was engaged to a sailor named Edmund, and on the eve of their wedding, he gifted her a locket, inside which was a miniature painting of him and a snippet of a song he'd written for her. But tragedy struck when Edmund's ship was lost at sea, and Agatha, consumed by grief, was said to have played their song on her piano every night until her own mysterious death. As years turned into decades, the mansion deteriorated. But on stormy nights, locals claimed they could hear the haunting notes of a piano, and many believed Agatha's spirit was still serenading her lost love. Enter Clara, a young journalist who had recently moved to Eldridge Hollow. Fascinated by Agatha's story, she decided to spend a night in the mansion and document her experience. Armed with her camera, voice recorder, and a flashlight, Clara pushed open the creaky doors of the mansion one stormy evening. The mansion was draped in darkness, save for occasional lightning illuminating the remnants of its once grand interior. Clara slowly made her way through the main hall, her recorder capturing the eerie silence. But as she approached the grand ballroom, she heard it, the soft, melancholic notes of a piano. Drawn to the sound, Clara pushed open the ballroom doors. There, in the glow of her flashlight, sat a grand piano, its keys moving on their own, playing the haunting melody. But what caught her attention was the old ornate locket placed delicately on the piano. Mustering courage, Clara approached and picked up the locket. The melody immediately stopped. As she opened it, she saw the miniature painting of a young sailor and the snippet of the song. The words read, "In storm or shine, my heart is thine. Forevermore, our souls will bind." The room grew colder. Clara felt a presence, and turning around, she saw her, a spectral figure in a white dress, her eyes hollow with eternal grief, staring intently at Clara. Dropping the locket in shock, Clara heard Agatha's voice, a soft whisper. "Return it to him. Set us free." Clara, driven by a mixture of fear and empathy, understood what she had to do. She took the locket and, using local archives, located the final resting place of Edmund's ship. The next day, she chartered a boat and, after hours of searching, dropped the locket into the depths above the shipwreck. That night, the storm in Eldridge Hollow was fierce, but the mansion on Crescent Hill was silent for the first time in decades. The next morning, Clara revisited the mansion. The atmosphere felt lighter, devoid of sorrow. In the ballroom, the piano sat still, its keys untouched. But on its surface was a single white rose and a note. Clara picked up the note. The handwriting was elegant, of another era, and it read, "In storm or shine, my heart is thine, thank you." From that day, the ghostly melodies ceased. Clara wrote her account, turning Agatha's tragic tale into one of eternal love and redemption. The mansion was eventually restored and turned into a museum dedicated to Agatha and Edmund's story. But on some nights, when the moon is full and the sea is calm, the locals swear they can see two figures dancing on Crescent Hill, forever united in their love. If you dare to delve deeper into the shadows with us, be sure to subscribe to Chronicles of the Crypt for more spine-chilling tales from the unknown. Until next time, sleep with one eye open.